Okay, so I'm starting with the middle part just for symmetry's sake. So I'm starting with the middle part, and from there I'll go from the crown to the top of the ear. And this is just so I can make sure that my uh diamond that'll be at the crown or in the back of the head, it will be at a nice point, if you will. So top of the ear to the crown, or apex as they call it, to the other top of the ear to the crown. So then you have like a diamond big part in the back, if that makes sense. You don't have to keep a middle part unless that person requests a middle part. In this tutorial, I'm doing more of like a staggered part, but you can do a middle part. You would just keep that part that you set and then just part from the ear up to that part, if that makes sense. But this is the off center part. So I've already parted the parts that are above the ear on both sides. And then just depending on how much head they have and how much hair they have, you might have 3 parts before you start reaching the top of the hairline, or you might have 2. As you can see, on one side of the head, I already have 3 parts, and on the left side of the head, I only have 2 parts, and I'm creating my third one here. But top of the ear to the temple, then you'll go from the, right above that to, it might still be the temple, or it could be the top. It just depends. I can't really say where this will be, but these parts after that just kind of build off of that. So you just make your parts at an angle and then just carry it forward to the hairline. And in the center, as you can see, you'll end up having like this staggered part, which works for the diamond parts because you'll already have that angle. So that last lock will automatically kind of be a diamond, if you're going at the right angles. So as you can see, I'm just carrying this staggered part all the way to the back until I don't have any more hair left to part up at the top. And then whatever's left over, I just let it fall to because it should be at a point where you can just carry that hair to the back. That'll be part of your parts in the back. And you'll see that here. So there's a part. And then I'm going to do one more, angle part at the top. And then that hair that I have left over will just fall to the back. It'll fall to your diamonds that'll be in the back. So now we're at the back, and I start all my diamond parts with a triangle in the back. Really, that whole nape will more than likely be triangles across there, because obviously the shape of the head, you're gonna have some triangles somewhere. So the first lock will be a triangle. Okay. And after you do this first lock, this is basically the foundation for your diamond parts going forward. So after I finish this first coil or twist or whatever you choose to do, your first part will be the bottom of that triangle up to a little behind the ear, as you can see. So again, bottom of your first triangle all the way to a little bit behind the ear will be your first part. And when you start doing these coils or twists, you're going to go at an angle. As you can see, that first one on this row is a triangle. So again, your whole bottom row more than likely is going to be triangles. I think I did about 4 or 5 locks at this on this part or whatever. This is just going to be based on how big the client wants their locks, stuff like that. You can do 3. They might be satisfied with 3 right there because they want them kind of bigger. But this is a mannequin head, so they don't have a say so. I'm just doing what I want. Okay, now we're on the other side. And again, this would be from the bottom of your first triangle, so your flank triangle, whatever you want to call it, your first triangle, to a little bit behind the ear. Again, you can do however many that you had on the other side. You can do it on this side. You can do less. This, how you part at this point, that's up to you. But you see me counting. That's me counting to see how many I did over there, because I like to mirror on the other side. I'm all about symmetry, baby. As you'll see coming up, you're gonna have another triangle at the bottom. So again, the base, your nape, more than likely is gonna have a row of triangles to begin your diamond parts. Do not be thrown off by this. Okay, I'm gonna insert a picture because I know that I didn't get the right angle here. But your next part is going to be the top of your triangle to above your first one. I don't know what words to use, but this is going to be the top of your triangle to directly behind your previous part. I haven't done a voiceover in so long that everything I say just seems awkward and stupid. But honestly, it's pretty uneventful from here or from there. You just spray, part at your diagonals, continue parting at your diagonals. Everything's at an angle from here. You just doing your regular coils or twists. I wish I had something better to add at this point, but I don't. Like, it's just, at this point, it's just following the shape of the head, following your pattern. I will say this: block off extra time to do your diamond parts, because if your diamonds ain't diamonding, you need to go back. You need to go back and fix it. You're going to need extra time to get the diamonds right. I still have to have extra time for my diamond parts. So give yourself some extra time for sure. I recorded the other side of the head, but my angle just really wasn't good. And for some reason, I decided to start at the top instead of starting at the bottom. So I just completely nixed that from this footage. And I'm just showing you the other side. Start at the bottom where the top of the ear would be, and then just work your way up. And bear in mind, if you're going to be styling afterwards, that's why I had did that, because I'm like, okay, I don't want my parts to end up at, not my parts, I don't want the locks to kind of end up bumpy as I'm styling. So I started at the top thinking that was the best option as far as like when I get ready to style later. It still didn't end up how I wanted it to, as far as not bumping up when I did the style, but this is a mannequin head, so it's okay. But just keep all this in mind when you're going in and starting your locks and you get ready to clip them down. Think ahead and think about the fact that you're going to be styling afterwards. So kind of position them however you need to position them so that it's a flat, seamless look when you style and not like rolled up on itself. But as you can see, all I'm doing is just, I'm taking the clips out from where I already pre-parted, and this is not necessarily so much at an angle because we already angled it when we pre-parted it. So this is really just going at your regular straight down and parting it, and it's already going to be in that diamond shape because we parted it at a diagonal when we started. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm really at the end as far as the tutorial goes. This is really just about pre-parting and having the right angles. That's what diamond parts is, you know. Once you have it pre-parted and have your angles right, it's just all downhill, uphill, however they say it from there. It really ain't nothing to it. Here's some finished pictures of the back and the sides and of the diamond parts styled. I did a nice little updo. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.